All right, you guys, welcome back to the final edition here of the 12th Warrior NFL NCAA Fantasy Faves League. It's been a great season. I've had fun. Hope you had some fun as well. I had so much fun that I'm rewarding myself with a nice tall boy. All right, let's get down to business. So, in the Biddy Bowl 1, the 12th Warrior Championship game, you had the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Florida State won their game on Friday over Michigan. They won 33-32. Today, the Kansas City Chiefs won their game over the Chargers. They won 37-27. Let me get this right. Okay, you'll understand where I'm going with this in a second. All right, so both teams won. In my fantasy league, the way that you win is either you win straight up, or if you tie, then the team that allows the least amount of points wins. By the way I'm dressed, congratulations, Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to J.E., the champion of my league, for picking the Chiefs. They allowed 27 points, and the Florida State Seminoles allowed 32 points. So on Instagram, I went ahead and put down that the Chiefs beat Florida State 37-32. That was just my way of giving it an actual point total, making it sound more legit. Chiefs scored 37 points, and the Florida State allowed 32, so that's how I came up with that number. But all in all, it was a great season. The Chiefs, man, I tell you, they barely squeaked into my 12th Warrior playoff. You had the Chiefs going up against the Rams in Week 10. That was the final game for those two teams. The Chiefs were 4-5. The Rams, I believe, were 5-4. But the winner of the game moved on with a 5-5 record. Now, just to show you how they got there, the Chiefs, I think they started off 0-2 in the league, and then they slowly climbed their way back up. They lost a lot of games by tiebreakers, meaning either they lost, and when teams lose, it's how close the game was. So they would lose tiebreakers just by a couple points. The other team would also lose, but then they came closer to winning their game than the Chiefs did. So the Chiefs had a rough road getting there. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the Chiefs came on strong at the end. I think they had to win like 2 of their last 3 games to even have a shot at it. And the way it broke down was the week that the Chiefs lost to Tampa Bay, the Rams also lost to the Dolphins. I think it was 19-17 the Chiefs lost to Tampa Bay, and then that was a 2-point margin of loss. And then I think it was the Dolphins beating the Rams maybe by 3 or 4 points. So it was just a couple points that allowed the Chiefs to squeak into the 12th Warrior playoff, joining the likes of Florida State, whom they played in the Biddy Bowl, Michigan, and Washington. So in the consolation game, for those of you who actually care for that sort of thing, I actually was picking the Huskies to go all the way. I had a friend picking Michigan, and it turns out that Michigan lost their game versus Florida State, and then the Huskies lost their game against Alabama. But Michigan came within a point of winning, and the Huskies got blown out 24-7. It wasn't a blowout. It was a pretty good game for 3 quarters, and then Alabama ran away with it and eventually won the game. So anyways, just wanted to touch on prizes and so forth. All year long I was saying I was going to give this season 1 DVD to the winner. Sure enough, they get that. Not that I really use this at all, but I did see this at Barnes & Noble, I think it was, and I'm going to include that in the gift package. You have a commemorative / guitar pick, a absorbent towel. Just throw that in some water, and you'll actually have a towel. You can wave that around as the Chiefs play the Steelers in a couple weeks. I don't think Miami's going to get. I don't think Miami's going to take care of the Steelers. So I think the Chiefs are going to play the Steelers at home, and then I think they're going to have to go on the road and play the Patriots in Foxborough. But hey, you never know. They could still win the whole thing. And then I have a little Chargers football thing here. You can go ahead and kick the Chargers around a little bit more than they already did today. Oh, shoot. That one went off the table. Little noisemaker for the games. This person will have the prize package before the game starts. A little good luck charm, the Kansas City Royals. They won a championship last year, so that might help. Put that somewhere. Little pad for going online, checking the scores next year. Of course, some celebratory straws to go ahead and drink some of those mixed drinks I made up this season. Unfortunately, the crown here, that stays with me for future Biddy Bowls. But congratulations. You won the crown. You have been crowned. And of course, for your vehicle, a non-tattered Chiefs flag. Still has the plastic on it there, so it hasn't been on my vehicle, but it was in my garage, of course. All right, you guys. Oh, and then last but not least, we got Ted 2 on Blu-ray and DVD and digital. But I don't know if the digital code still works. It's been a while since this movie came out. But that pretty much does it. Next year, we're going to have 2 new teams introduced on the NFL side of things. I'll get into next season and how that's going to break down. Well, heck, why don't I just do it right now? You have in the NFL North, you're going to have the Patriots, Eagles, and Seahawks. Patriots and Eagles are 2 new teams. Then in the NFL South, you're going to have the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Saints. The Chiefs and Rams are keepers in this league, keeper teams. So they're going to be in my league every year. Over there in the NCAA West, you're going to have the Washington Huskies again. But they're going to have 2 new teams in their league. You're going to have USC and Arizona State, Sun Devils. And then in the NCAA East, you're going to have LSU again, Florida State again, and Michigan again. So that's the 16 or 12 teams, as it were, that are going to be playing next season. Look back here on YouTube probably around the beginning of September, middle of September or so. And next season I might actually have 12 games as opposed to 10 and see how that goes. The alternate teams, when teams are on bye, you're going to have Alabama again and Oklahoma again. For the NCAA, they're going to fill in, they're going to plug and play for teams that are on byes. And over in the NFL, you're going to have the Tennessee Titans, which were in my league last year. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and so the Titans, that would fill out for the South. For the North, who should I pick as my? Let's go Green Bay Packers. How about that? We'll do that. All right, you guys. Thanks for participating, and just wanted to say that tomorrow, or actually today, are the rest of the New Year's Six Bowls. You'll have Western Michigan taking on Wisconsin. Western Michigan is an undefeated team. That game's coming up at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I highly recommend watching that one. At the same time, you also have Florida versus Iowa, that'll be a good game too, but the other game is one of the New Year's Six. Continuing on with the New Year's Six, you're going to have the USC Trojans going up against Penn State. That should be a great game in the middle of the day. And rounding out the evening, you're going to have the Sugar Bowl over in New Orleans. A picture of, what street is that? Gosh, they were just on New Year's Eve last night. They're going to be playing, Oklahoma's going to be playing Auburn in the Sugar Bowl. So go ahead and catch that. That's a picture of Cafe Du Monde. Good for chicory coffee and those little beignets. All right, you guys, it's been fun. Thanks for spending your time watching this, and look for me at d.bitty, Bitty, on Instagram. Have a great night.